Another brand new arrival in the studio for reviewing. It's the JPX-900 hot metal version of iron this time. I've just done the review on the tour version and the forged version of the 900 series. This is their most forgiving version of the three, the hot metal. So as you can probably see, slightly thicker sole, a little bit thicker top line, a lot of undercut into the back of the head here. So it's their most forgiving iron from Mizuno in the JPX-900 series. Definitely aimed at more sort of mid to high handicap golfer who maybe just spreading stripe patterns across the face a little bit. They're using a new sort of material called chromoly, I think it's called, chromoly, which is basically allowing them to make the thinnest face the Mizuno have ever made, obviously within legal limitations and all that. So ultimately increasing ball speed off the face, more distance, which is what a lot of golfers are liking to sort of see. But mainly on off-centre hits, which I think all the brands are sort of doing now, is, you know, they're hitting a limit on this face thickness, so it's more looking at miss hits and how the ball speed isn't dropping off as great as it used to a few years back. So ultimately keeping ball speeds up across the face, which is helping on off-centre hits, which we all have. Okay. It's still a very nice appearance. You know, you've got that very nice sort of colouring there, which you get through the tour version and the forged version. So they've sort of, all three are blending together quite nice in terms of the finish and the look of the golf club. Mizuno saying it's got a very soft hosel here, so in terms of custom fitting here, it's still a very bendable golf club to really fine tune on lie angle and loft, as a lot of golfers would want to do through custom fitting. So that's making custom fitting, you know, getting very precise. So again, through Mizuno's DNA custom fitting centres, which we're one here at Barra Golf Club, you can get really a precise fitting here in terms of lie, loft, length, grip thickness, and loads of shaft options using their DNA software, which is a fantastic bit of kit to really fine tune what weight of shaft, flex of shaft that you require for your personal requirements. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit some shots on GC2 here, give you a little bit of feedback of looks and feel, and maybe look at some numbers and see how it sort of performs. Yeah, so just having a quick look at it in the gaming position here, you can see that's that sort of medium to thickish top line there, a little bit more offset there, but by no means a real chunky sort of look to it. You know, I think that silver that runs right across the club face there, it's not like the polished against the sort of middle, but just looks lovely. You know, looking at it from the sort of back angle there, you can see we've got the undercut into the back of the head there, but you know, a very sort of pleasing look to the golf club sat there. Just having a look around the actual head from this side, you can see it's yellow writing on this particular head. This is because it's a fitting iron, so the yellow shows it's a 2-degree upright head, which helps us when we're doing a custom fit in the studio here. So I think as a standard set that comes in, it would be, I think the JPX is in white and the 900 is in the Mizuno blue there, which obviously looks very nice. You've got that nice little blue striping across the back here, but again, you've still got a little bit of that sort of sparkly silver sort of finish that you've seen in the tour version and the forged, but just mixed in with a little bit of that chrome polished part of the head as well. It's a very striking sort of head really. You can see that the sole there is fairly sort of wide, which is allowing them to pull weight off the club face. You can see there's the undercut there underneath the golf club. But really, again, a very nice looking golf club from Mizuno, which you always sort of expect from the brand. They always make nice looking golf clubs. Okay, so we're presenting the club down by the ball. Again, quite a long profile head from heel to toe section, which you sort of expect from a more game improvement iron. Slightly thicker top edge, but doesn't look ugly by any means. It looks very nice. I think it's the colouring of that silver across the face. It looks very sort of classic really, which is quite strange to say that in terms of it's a game improvement iron, but yeah, it's a lovely look there. Let's hit a few shots. Yeah, that was a little bit of a toe strike, just pushed it slightly, but still felt good. Feel a bit of forgiveness there. That carried 183 there through the air, so I'm expecting a bit of a drop off there because of the strike, but that still felt very solid. Okay, so probably a little bit of the cavity helping me out a little bit there. really solid. Again, just moved a touch off right of target. Yeah, 187 carry. Now I've hunted high and low online here. Bearing in mind this is the 25th of August here, so these aren't actually launched until the 5th of September. I've hunted high and low. Obviously these aren't on Mizuno's website as we speak at this moment in time. Oop, the light's just gone out, sorry about that. So I've hunted high and low for the lofts of these. I can only find the Tour loft of the Tour version one, which is 34 degrees for a 7 iron, 30 degrees for a 6 iron. But I can't find the lofts of the forged and the hot metal version. So I can't put that on here at the moment, but I'd imagine they're going to be stronger than the Tour version. So I'd say they're going to be around that 32, 31 mark for a 7 iron here. So you expect these irons to obviously be stronger. Like with most brands now, they're making a lot stronger, which is all helping on a little bit of ball speed. But as we see with many of these, we lose then the backspin number, okay, which can lose that little bit of control when it's landed into the green. So we've always got to bear that in mind, and this is where I think you should always, when you're trying these, get fit on a launch monitor that's going to measure that, because I think you've definitely got to weigh that into the equation. It's great hitting it further, it's great that the ball's travelling further. It gives you a bit of an ego boost, doesn't it? You know, it's got to. I think that's just a natural thing. It's going to happen. You know, for any golfer to hit it ball further, you feel better. But you've got to weigh into the equation what it's going to do at the other end in terms of control as it lands. Okay, so let's hit a couple more. Solid strike. Yeah, 193 carry. That was a better ball flight there. A little bit of draw on that, so I've just squeezed a little bit more yardage out of it. Just a touch heavy actually, so it's just dropped a bit of spin off. But just hit one more. Oh, that's a bad one. Yeah, that's a bad one. That's definitely more me than the actual golf club. We'll ignore that one. Bit of pilot error there. Let's just try one more. It does sit lovely behind the ball. For a game improvement iron, it's definitely not ugly by any means. Super strike again. Feels very solid, very solid. Yeah, 197 I think that one. That's gone a long way, that one. Excellent. Right, let's have a quick look at some numbers. Okay, just look at a few sort of numbers here. We can obviously look at ball speed here at 126 miles per hour, launching at 18 degrees, spinning on average just over 4,000. So that spin is low. You can see there's a low one in there. That's the one I caught a little bit heavy, so that's just dragged a bit of spin off there. But generally around that sort of low 4,000s, one up to 4.7 there, but that was a touch of a pushy one. So again, it's that thing of the spin, isn't it? I mean, these lofts are probably going to be strong. As I said, I can't find the lofts online. I'd imagine they're going to be for 7 iron around the sort of 32, 31 mark. That's a 6 iron I'm actually hitting there, so should be around, for me, generally around the 5.2 to 5.3 thousand area. You can see that's quite low, isn't it? So you've got to look at these lofts really. But having said that, it's probably aimed at golfers who just want to try and get some distance out there. You know, it's still getting up there in terms of its flight, you know, so it's peaking at 35, which is where it's sort of right for me, descending at 45. So I'm seeing these two numbers very similar through the Tour version, the forged version, and also the hot metal. So even though those lofts are changing, the peak of the height is still the same. It's just the spin number is very much changing. And obviously then because of that, your distance number is going up a little bit more. You know, that last one, I really flushed that one. You can see that's pitching at 197, which is very strong for myself. So there we have it. The JPX-900 hot metal iron, just reviewed by myself with some numbers backed up there. Again, it's a good iron. I think I've just reviewed all three. You can see the other two reviews on my channel, the Tour version and the forged. I like them all, to be honest. I think they're definitely going to fit into some different golfers' abilities here in terms of strike pattern and what are they wanting out of a golf club when they're coming into purchase, sort of into the market to purchase. Looks are changing, the materials are changing, the forgiveness is changing, but the three blend together really nice in terms of the way they look and the finish on them. I think it's a really solid range, this JPX. I'm quite impressed with it, to be honest. So definitely one to put into trial when you're coming into the market to purchase a set of clubs, whether it is the tall, the forged, or the hot metal. This one's a hot metal, and it is what it says. It's hot. You know, it's getting it out there. Lofts are strong, but it is getting it out there. Definitely give it a go though. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you all very soon.